It's Friday, 1 week for the Avengers release. So let's stack up and take stock of what have been the box office collections like. Avan is here with all that data. Avan, considering this is the movie breaking all records, I wonder what the numbers are looking like.
Yeah, they're calling it the Indian Bahubali, and given the fact that we've had 18 tickets sold every second on Book My Show, I don't think the numbers are now going to surprise you. So you have the record-breaking spree, which is very much on for Avengers, the fastest movie to earn $1 billion in just 5 days in terms of the box office. So it's already had the highest opening weekend gross collections of $1.2 billion. This is, of course, worldwide. Even, on every parameter, actually, they've gone on to hit a record. It's had the highest IMAX opening weekend. The gross collections there standing at $91.5 million. When it comes to the 3D opening weekend, it's been the highest grossing collection, $540 million for Avengers Endgame. And it's the highest ever Hollywood opener in India, which no one really expected. The gross total turnover in just 3 days in India at 150 crore rupees. And, we were talking about all of the other Bollywood films that have entered the coveted 100 crore club. But this is the fastest film in India to do that. In just 2 days, this film entered the 100 crore club in India. So just to drive that point further about how crazy Indians as well are about the Avengers Endgame, on a day like Monday, it grossed close to 31.5 crore rupees. Tuesday's collection stacked up to close to 27 crores. And the gross collection in India stands at around 225 to 250 crore rupees. So it's very easily surpassed the weekend collections of Avengers Infinity War, Bahubali 2 as well. And do remember, it was catering to Indian audiences as well. It was released across 2,845 screens in India with languages like Hindi, English, Tamil as well as Telugu. We spoke about how theatres were keeping the advance bookings on, the fact that it was on 24/7 as well in certain theatres. So we're going to talk about this as well as some of the upcoming releases with the management of Inox Leisure in just a bit.
All right. Thanks for that, Avan. In fact, we have the management with us. Alok Tandon, CEO at Inox Leisure, is with us this morning. Alok, thanks for being with us. Now, Indians are known movie buffs, yet there's never been a case when tickets for a Hollywood movie have been sold at a peak rate of 18 per second. This is definitely the highest Hollywood opening ever that we've seen in India, which is also great news for you. Have you seen the film, Alok?
Well, yes, I have. And as you rightly said, there's a lot of hype about the movie. And the euphoria which we saw was unparalleled to any movie so far. Well, I enjoyed my 3 hours in the hall, and it was something which was just amazing, and I loved the movie. For the last 7 days, I think all exhibitors in India are smiling as I am, and this movie has done amazingly well. People have thronged to the theatres, they have seen it 2 or 3 times. I've got friends who have seen the early morning show and the late night show as well. So things for this movie have been something which I have never seen at Inox.
Alok, cinemas are doing everything possible to match, fans' demands for the film, including round-the-clock screenings, advanced bookings. What about Inox? Any interesting incidents that you've had at the cinema?
Well, let me tell you about one incident when I entered a movie lobby, the lobby of ours, and people were just dancing, whistling. It was like a carnival going on. It was fantastic to see that. We also have curated our menus in a totally different way, making it, it's called the Iron Man Nacho or the Captain Marvel Cola and something or the other. So we are playing with different movies, we are curating more menus and having more combinations where food is concerned. People have really enjoyed our early morning shows because we coupled it with a hot cup of coffee for people to come and enjoy. So we have slightly gone out of the way to ensure that anybody who comes to Inox goes back well satisfied. Apart from the fantastic movie which he's watching, he should also get fantastic food, and that's something which we work towards.
Okay, now people are paying top dollar for the ticket. What is the highest price for tickets for Avengers?
Well, that's not the case with Inox. We always price ourselves, as I've always said, with the cost structure of the property and the paying propensity of the people. So we have never outpriced ourselves. Our prices vary from location to location, from plex to plex. And also we have flexi pricing, which means that a Monday morning ticket would be priced lower than a weekday evening, and a weekday evening would be lower than a weekend evening. So we have never outpriced ourselves, and this we have seen in the number of tickets we have sold so far. And I think that people were very, very comfortable with what pricing Inox had done.
In the past 6-7 quarters, the market share in the top 5 box office collections have improved with movies like Avengers, Gully Boy, Uri. What is the outlook for box office collections now?
Well, I will not be able to tell you about the box office collections, but you very rightly said that the last couple of months have been very great for the entire Indian industry, whether it's Hindi movie, whether it's any other movie made in any Indian language, they've done exceedingly well. It's all because of quality of content. Quality of content was amazing. There are new genres of movies coming out, there are new genres of directors. The way the story is told is totally different and very nice and very engrossing. So people come out to watch a good content. And as I always say, that content, apart from the king, is also the new hero. And this is what the Indian filmmakers or the filmmakers world over today are focusing on.
Right, Alok, morning. Inox, we know, has been very aggressive in screen additions as well. Year to date, you've managed to add 71 screens, taking the total count to about 570, as we understand. What's the outlook from here onwards? How many more screens are you looking to add?
Well, we are very well on track. Number one, we added 85 screens in the last financial year. And in this financial year, we've already added 4 more. Going forward, our endeavor is to add about 80 to 90 screens every year. You're right that we have signed about 850 screens and counting, and we'll be opening these in the next few years to come.
Okay. Are you worried about competition from OTT players who are upping their offerings? Is that a concern really? And if so, what is the strategy that you have in store to take on OTT players? Watching a movie is in a DNA of all of us. We Indians, we love our movies, and that will never go out of style. Remember that what you consume on an OTT is a different content than what you consume in a cinema hall. And a movie which comes on a cinema hall, there's always a time lag between it appearing on a screen and coming on an OTT platform. I do not think that OTT is a competition to the cinema industry. People, we love our cinemas, and that will never go out of style, as I just said.
Sure, you've also acquired Calcutta Cine, Fame India, Satyam. What are some of the other projects or acquisitions that are possibly in the pipeline?
We are concentrating on organic growth. That's very important for us, and signing 850 screens and more is something that we are focusing on. We are focusing on giving the customer the best of cinematic viewing experience, whether it's in projection, sound. We were the first to have a laser projection system introduced, and we have got laser plexes. So as of now, the focus is totally on organic expansion.
And Inox has also written to SEBI saying the statements made by Ronnie Screwvala about VPF, a charge levied by film exhibitors, were false and misleading. Any update there? Analysts are saying that the estimated VPF revenue at Inox is about 23 crores for FY19. So could that be at risk if the CCI rules in favor of Ronnie? Are you worried about that at all?
I would not like to talk about it because the matter is sub judice, and this is something which I really would not like to speak on.
Right, Alok, there are films like Brahmastra, Spider-Man, Student of the Year 2, as well as Aladdin among, the others releasing in the pipeline. And one must say quite a promising one. You must be pretty excited and charged.
Correct, absolutely. So the lineup is very exciting. The year looks to be fantastic. As you just named a few movies, Bharat is coming, Student of the Year, Brahmastra. We have got Godzilla, X-Men, an untitled movie by Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. So we are looking at a great 2019-2020 year.
Great. So do we. Thank you so much, Alok, for taking the time out and giving us a flavor of what Avengers box office collections are and what the movie pipeline as well is looking like. Pretty exciting.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.